Well, it was all that I could do to keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain. But you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. You don't have to call me Waylon Jennings. And you don't have to call me Charlie Pride. And you don't have to call me Merle Haggard anymore. Even though you're on my fighting side. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain. 'Cause you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. Well, I've heard my name a few times in your phone book, and I've seen it on signs where I played. But the only time I know I'll hear Dennis Joseph Ramsey is when Jesus finally calls his judgment day. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain. 'Cause you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. Well, a friend of mine named Steve Goodman wrote that song, and he told me it was the perfect country western song. I wrote him back a letter. I told him it was not the perfect country western song because he hadn't said anything about mama, trains, trucks, prison, or getting drunk. Well, he sat down and wrote another verse to the song, and he sent it to me. And after reading it, I realized that my friend had written the perfect country western song, and I felt obliged to include it on this album. The last verse goes like this here. Well, I was drunk the day my mama got out of prison. And I went to pick her up in the rain. But before I could get to the station in my pickup truck, she got run over by a damned old train. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain. 'Cause you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. Well, I wonder why you don't call me. Why don't you ever call me by my name? Woo! David Allan Coe. David Allan Coe. You know, he spent many years in prison. Actually, it may sound funny, but he was a career criminal. But he turned out to be a great country and western star. I mean, he had some good songs. That's one of them. And but he spent like 20 years in prison. He even killed one guy in prison. He was in the shower, taking a shower. Like, I don't know if you guys know what prison's like. I don't know if you've ever been in a jail or a reform school. See, it's not a piece of cake like you think it is. When you take a shower, you have to take a shower with like 10 or 12 other people. It's a great big shower room. You get all these hoses on the wall. And when you go in the shower, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. You could be raped. Did you ever hear that old saying, don't bend over to pick up the soap, have soap in a rope? That's true. That's actually true. Anyhow, David Allan Coe, getting back to the story, he was taking a shower, and there was 10 or 12 other inmates taking the shower too. And this fella was trying to rape him. He come up behind him, and he was going to stick his pecker in his ass, right? So they got in a big fight, and David Allan Coe ended up killing that inmate in the shower room. Killed the guy in the shower room because the guy was going to try to rape him. Now, did he do the right thing? No. He didn't have to kill him. He should have just beat him up and leave him on the floor, because he got a few more years tacked on to his sentence. But the guy tried to rape him from behind, so he ended up killing him. Now, prison is no fairy tale. It's a dangerous place. You got people there, if you give them a bad look, they'll cut your throat or they'll kill you. All you have to do is look at somebody the wrong way, and they got your number. Now, I was in reform school when I was younger in jails, and there's people in there that will kill you. Seriously, there's people in there that will kill you if you cross them the wrong way or look at them the wrong way. There's dangerous people in these places. They're predators. Predators. Now, David Allan Coe got out of prison eventually, and he did well in country and western music, became a big star. The reason I'm telling you this story, it's true. He killed a guy in the shower room that tried to rape him. The other reason I'm telling you is all you young teenagers and kids that think you're tough and think you can break the law and nothing happens to you, you end up in jail or prison. You could be raped. You could be an inmate's bitch and raped regularly and beat up and abused and misused. So all you young punks out there that think you're tough, don't go down that road. You end up in jail or prison. You ain't going to be so tough when somebody grabs you and bends you over and rapes you and sticks a roll of toilet paper in your mouth. So beware. Don't end up in jail or prison. It's no fairy tale. You're dealing with dangerous people. And that's why I'm telling you this story. Scared straight so you don't end up in jail or prison. Have a good day and subscribe to the Dennis Ramsay YouTube channel.